Hey, if you have frozen shoulder, I'm gonna tell you why it's happening in your body and give you 2 different movements that you can practice to feel significantly better. Let's start with the why it's happening, and it starts with this little bone right here called the shoulder blade, all right? Now the shoulder blade, what it's supposed to do is as we bring our arm overhead, the shoulder blade is supposed to rotate outward and is supposed to be able to elevate itself like this. But when you have frozen shoulder, what happens is this. The shoulder blade moves forward like this, it kind of wings out a little bit, and it loses its ability to rotate, and it loses its ability to tilt backwards like this. What happens when your shoulder's in this position? Well, you go to lift your arm overhead and oh no, I can't lift my arm overhead. It feels like, literally, feels like your shoulder is frozen. So if this is happening to you, then I have 2 movements I'm gonna teach you right now. They're gonna make it feel significantly better. Okay, so with these movements, what we're gonna focus on is 1, activating the muscles in between the shoulder blades that allow your shoulders to come back and open up the way we want them to as you lift your arms overhead. Number 2, we want to make sure that you have enough flexibility in the shoulder capsule so that you can start gaining your range of motion back. So I'm going to show you a stretch second. So you can practice these 2 things every single day, ideally once in the morning, once in the evening for about 1 minute each. And if you do that for a month, I promise your shoulders are going to feel amazing. All right, let's get started with the first drill right here. This is going to be a drill where we sit down in a chair. We hinge slightly forward from the hips. Big movement here is we don't want to round the back, okay? We want to avoid rounding the back because this is kind of what got us into the frozen shoulder in the first place. So slight bow forward while maintaining good posture is what I'm trying to focus on here. Tall to the top of the head. Elbows come in alignment with the shoulders like this, okay? So they're not down like this, they're not forward like this, they're not backward like this, and you're not shrugging your shoulders towards your ears. Shoulders stay down, elbows are in alignment with the shoulders, thumbs are pointed backwards like you're hitchhiking, okay? From there, rotate the thumbs backward, keeping the elbows in alignment with the shoulders. And as you hit this position, what you really want to focus on is the muscles down here underneath the armpit and on the back of the shoulder, and the muscles in between the shoulder blades back here. You'll feel those muscles squeeze and fire. You might have not felt these muscles in a really long time. That's okay. These are the muscles that pull the shoulder blades back and allow it to open up so that you can do things with your shoulders again without being impinged in that frozen shoulder position. So you can do this right here for a minute. Externally rotate, squeeze. Come back down slow and controlled, tall to the top of the head, don't shrug, right? And just repeat this for a minute, okay? Once you've done that for a minute, now it's time to get a little bit of traction in your shoulders, right? And you can do this anywhere. I'm gonna do this on the side of a couch right here. Another great option if you need something real sturdy is if you have a kitchen sink or a sink in front of you to grab onto, that's a fantastic way to do this movement too. So all you're gonna do is this, you're gonna grab onto whatever the surface is in front of you that's nice and sturdy that you can lean back against. You're gonna bring your butt way behind your heels. You're gonna try to bring your chest towards your thighs, and you're just gonna allow your shoulders to come up as much as possible as you're trying to drive your chest toward the ground as much as possible, okay? Then just gonna want you to hold here, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, try to think about pulling your tailbone that way. Imagine somebody's literally pulling your tailbone downward, and just stretch and traction the spine as much as possible. Let the shoulders come all the way up to the ears, right? Just let these shoulders come out as much as possible. Drive the chest towards the ground as much as possible. And after about a minute, you can come up, slowly shake out the shoulders, and there you go. Your shoulders are probably gonna feel significantly better already just from doing this external rotation drill as well as getting some flexibility inside the shoulder capsule. Now again, you can do this every single morning and every single night for about 1 minute on each one of these movements, and your shoulders will start to love you probably within the next few days. So again, if you have frozen shoulder, do these 2 things every single day and your body is gonna love you for it. Hey, before you go, while these 2 movements are fantastic for fixing frozen shoulder, what you really want is workouts that strengthen all of the muscles of the shoulder as well as give you more stretches to maintain your flexibility, your strength, and the balance, symmetry, and coordination in your shoulders to make them feel better. The good news is WeShape has got you covered. So all I gotta do is click the link, check us out. We're gonna give you a free quiz, and in that free quiz, you'll be able to build yourself a workout that helps people just like you with frozen shoulder to gain the flexibility, the strength, the confidence you need in your shoulders again to make them feel amazing. So click that link, I'll see you over there. Give it a shot for free, okay?